What's up guys, Andy Cole here at Morristown Marine. We're back here in the shop today. We're going to make a short video for you. Any of you Yamaha guys, this is something that you're going to do once a month at home just to help prolong the life and effectiveness of your engine. Real quick, we're going to step through some tools. Once you do this a time or two, it'll become second nature. You can do it in less than 10 minutes total. So what you're going to need, you're going to need a piece of wood. Anything works good. This is kind of Big Kevin's little tool back here. It works really well for taking your prop nut off. A good size socket wrench, 27 millimeter is your Yamaha socket. That works on a lot of different prop nuts, all your Yamaha prop nuts it is. A good pair of side dikes and some Yamaha marine grease. Let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is take this motor hood off and check your oil. Now, it's important to do that once a month just to kind of keep track. Just like in your vehicle, you want to check the oil on this thing once a month. These things are not heavy, but they are awkward. The easiest way to get it off without breaking anything or hurting yourself, pop the back end up, slide your fingers under the cowl, and lift. Set this somewhere out of the way where it won't get bumped, scratched, or otherwise damaged. Yellow handle is your dipstick. You want to pull that dipstick out. You can see the two dots in this dipstick. As long as your oil level is between those two dots, you are good to go. This one we just serviced, so it's good to go. Now, step number 2, monthly maintenance. You're going to want to check the torque on this prop nut. The design of the thrust washer of a Yamaha, if this prop nut gets loose, it will cause damage to your gear case. So once a month, it's a real simple check, doesn't take just a minute. Get your handy side dikes. There's a cotter key in here. Grab the leg that's bent, straighten it out. Pull your cotter key on out. Now, this one's got a little bit of a bad bend to it, so I'm going to put it in the bench vise, straighten it up, and she'll be ready to go back in there. Get your handy piece of wood we talked about, and your socket wrench. Make sure you're tightening, and just check the tightness. Got about a half a turn out of that one. Then you've got to double check and make sure your hole's lined up. Don't ever back the nut off to get back to line your hole up. Always want to go tighter to line your hole up. Hole is perfectly lined up. I'm going to stick this in the bench vise and straighten it up so she'll slide right back in there. Just like new. Sometimes it's a little tight. You got to use your side dikes and kind of press it back in. Once you get the back side coming through, you can just reverse how you took it out. Make sure your head lines up right. And there. Don't forget to bend that long leg back out. And there you have it. Now, your last step in your monthly maintenance routine involves your trim system. So once a month, you want to put just a little bit of grease on the end of these trim rams and a little bit of grease on the wear pad where those trim rams meet. A lot of you have complaints when you bring your boats in about the trim popping and cracking when you work up and down. 90% of the time, that's what causes that. So we'll get just a little bit of our good Yamaha marine grease here. You want to dab just a little bit on the end of the trim rim and a little bit on the wear pad. We'll go to the other side and do the same thing. Little on the trim rim, little on the wear pad. And guys, those are just a few things that you can take once a month, a few minutes, get those knocked out. It'll help prolong the life of your engine and maximize your time on the water. Appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.